My name is Christian. I'm from the Flower platform development team, and I would like to present our product, Flower Dev Center. This is a modeling related product that is meant for tasks that involve collaboration between developers. Modeling, working with visual diagrams, working with a little bit of code, and other interesting stuff that can be done in a collaborative manner. What I will do, I will jump directly to a demo, and we will see what we can do with Flower Dev Center. We offer this as a free service for all open source projects, because we think that they can benefit a lot when they are able to have a tool to communicate and to synchronize their way of thinking. Because often when people work on open source projects, they are not physically based in the same location. Because the best collaboration method is to stay side by side, have a piece of paper, and begin to write. But if that's not possible, we use Skype, we use desktop sharing, and things begin to be more difficult. So we play a game, a scenario. Let's say that I am a guy that wants to contribute to an open source project. I am connected to the web interface of our Flower Dev Center. We see a couple of projects. So I want to contribute to this one, which is called Google Voice. From what I have read, Google Voice is some kind of service that is able to receive calls and convert them to SMSs that can be sent on your mobile device. So I like that software and I want to contribute to it. What we see here is the project that has been checked out from SVN. We see the source files. You notice the Eclipse-like structure of the project. I have a model as well. I have synchronized it with the code, and what we see here is the model representation of the classes that I have on the file system. Okay. So I am in my office, and I want to set up a meeting with my colleague over there, Florin. Let's say that he's at home and he's working from home. And we have another member of our team that's on holiday, but as most of the people from our business, when they have an urge to write code, to do, they cannot sit. So she's, I don't know, in Tenerife with her tablet. Dana, show the tablet. And she wants to join us. We are all together in a Skype call, and we begin to talk and to use the system. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to develop a new feature. I will call it Soacra redundancy filter. Soacra, for those who don't, I put it in Romanian, is mother-in-law. In Romanian, we have a lot of private jokes with mother-in-laws, with soacras. So I want to develop something new that does interesting stuff for messages and calls that are received from soacra. So we begin. I have a diagram, and I drag some classes over the screen. And the first thing that we will going to do is to discuss. And I will let now my colleague Florin, sorry, I always mix the names, that is expert on this. I mean, he's a senior contributor of this project. I'm a junior contributor, and he has a little bit of time for me, and he wants to explain. So, Sorin, impress us with the knowledge of.
Let's say for the new feature, we'll need from the semester to know about the content field. We will need to know maybe about the code. And I see here that you didn't have, for example, the transcript element class. Okay. And on this element, we should also be careful on the text tree.
Okay, thank you. So what we have here, I mean, it is the presentation tools. If you have used screen sharing software, some of them have this kind of tool, to some pencils to draw attention. If the screen is big, this one is small, but if we have an HD screen full of classes, and somebody tells you, look at method toString, where? On class streaming protocol. Where is that? Look, next to the left corner. I mean, to avoid this kind of things, it's usual to draw this kind of presentation figures that don't have anything to do with the actual coding, but they're useful. Okay, so now we have communicated. I know a little bit more, and I have a little bit of courage to start modify the API. So what I will do, I will want to add a class. This one is called a call from Swakra. We want to have another one, SMS from Swakra, and they extend these two classes. Oh, sorry, this one extends from here. And I would like to let Sorin again add some interesting methods in these classes.
Let's say I think that semester from Swakra should contain some method called deny urgent. Another method, I think it must contain maybe reply with not interested. And let's say for the call from Swakra, maybe it should really have a method, something like direct to Zimbabwe or something like that. And that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we imagine that we have thought together of a design of the implementation. What we will want to do next is to synchronize the code, and now we have generated the corresponding source files. Let me go to that source files. This is a dialog that is inspired from the one from Eclipse. I think everybody uses it. Open resource, so we go directly to that. The presentation figures work as well here, so they don't work on diagrams. So why do we want to do this? We don't want to code in Eclipse in the web. I mean, for that it is the IDE. It has proper code completion, proper syntax highlighting, a lot of useful stuff. But when we work together, sometimes it's inspiring to think, looking at the code, to write some snippets of code, some pseudocode, to navigate a little bit through the source files. So that's why we want to have files accessible here as well. We don't want to compile and to work to replace the IDE, because we all love Eclipse and we want to use it. So now I have inspiration and I want to write a new method. let's say is message urgent? Okay, so why do I want to do that? Because I want to write a command, because when we talk, we have an idea about how we will implement it. And I will say use regex to filter words like, I don't know, okay, so we have here the basis of the algorithm for detecting if a message is urgent. We use regex, and we search for a word like neapărat, acum, trebuie, am nevoie de, this kind of words.
Christian, from my personal experience, I think we should add some other words like help, like I need, please, and especially when you see the problem word. Okay.
This is the word that should be avoided. Okay. So let's do a recap. We have modeled the feature. No, first of all, we have discussed about the existing implementation. After that, we have modeled. We have sketched a design. We have worked a little bit with the code, and what we can do as well, we can navigate through existing code with the control-click command, just like in Eclipse. And after that, when everything is finished, we want to commit the code and to get back working on our IDE.